Hey Flutes, on today's lesson, lesson page 10, 4 to the beat, we're going to talk about 16th notes. Today's lesson focuses on 16th notes, and those are the notes that have two flags or beams across each of the stems. Usually they're in groups of 4, and we count them 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a when we're counting in 4/4 time. For our first exercise, number 29, 4 to the beat, we're going to need to use that 16th note pattern in each of the measures of this example. 1E and a 2 and 3, 1 and 2E and a 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1E and a 2 and 3. I've got my metronome set at moderato, or 86 beats per minute, and we're going to need our B flats, E flats, A flats, which is our A and our fourth finger, and also D flat, pinky only for balance. So let's go and start and try number 1 together. 1E and a 2 and ready, go. Let's do that again, and I'm going to slow my metronome down to 80 beats per minute, just a little bit slower so that we can have more practice on that 16th note tonguing, or if you're playing a brass instrument. All right, here we go. One more time. Be careful of those D flats. 1E and a 2 and 3. 1 and 2E and a 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, begin. Excellent. Remember that you can always pause and slow down your metronome and practice any of these lines on your own, and then return to the video for more review. We're going to move on to the number 30, the Thunderer. This one is also using 16th notes. It's in 2/4 time, and my metronome is switched now to allegro, or 110 beats per minute. Our key signature has changed as well. We will no longer need A flats, we'll just need our A natural. And we won't need our E flats. We'll use E natural instead. 1, 2, ready, set, go. The thing about 16th notes on any instrument is really the speed and getting your tongue to be crisp and clear and clean when breaking up the pitch for each of those 16th notes. On the flute, I want to practice getting that tongue, that action nice and quick, nice and clean, and nice and crisp. Let's move on to number 31, the Harvest Song. The tempo is allegretto, or 98 beats per minute. We'll be back to using 2 flats, our B flat and our E flat. And again, we'll focus on those 16th notes. Here we go. Play along. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Here we go. Let's try that one again. It's allegretto, but I'd like to slow it down. Maybe it was too fast for you. So I'm slowing it down to 90 beats per minute, or moderato. Join me. Number 31. 1 and 2, and here we go. Next is one of my favorite American folk songs. It's Simple Gifts. It's got B flats, E flats, and A flats. And the road map on this piece is a little unique. We're going to play through lines 1, line 2, and line 3. And at the end of line 3, you'll notice there's a dies al fine. That takes us back to the symbol at the beginning of line 2, where we'll play line 2 one last time to the last double bar fine. Here we go. We're in 4/4 time. We're at moderato, 90 beats per minute. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Did you hear that? I hope so. I did it on purpose. I played A naturals because A naturals is one of the notes that my students often miss when we play this example. Remember that you need your A flat for this example. So get those other 2 fingers down, so you'll need 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers on your left hand. Start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Isn't that a nice one? I like that one. We're going to finish up with the accent on flute specialized study. Now, if you're not joining me on flute today, you have a different accent example right here, and go ahead and practice that one on your own. But today, for the flutes, we've got accent on flute. It's in cut time, number 33. So we'll be using our cut time counting, 1 and 2 and. And remember, cut time means that the values of the notes receive half of their normal value. It'll also make us really focus on our D flat, pinky only fingering. We're going to be using it when transitioning from D flat to C, D flat to E flat, D flat to B flat, and then at the end we'll use A flat, D flat, C, E flat, D flat. So we might want to take this one a little bit slower than normal. I'm going to slow it down to andante. And let's give it a try. We'll play it twice. Andante, and then we'll play it at moderato. Here we go. Cut time. Watch out for those D flats. 1 and 2, and here we go. Great, now let's kick our tempo up to moderato. And I'm going to stick it at 90. I'm going to stick it at 90 beats. Still in cut time. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready, go. And there you have it. It says, for more individual technique practice, see page 42, number 2. So if you'd like even more accent on flute technique practice, turn to page 42 and do number 2 for more practice. So today's lesson was on the 16th note, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and we used it and we played a nice piece by John Philip Sousa, The Thunderer, an Estonian folk song, Harvest Song, and then one of my very, very favorite American folk songs, Simple Gifts. I hope you'll practice this page again with me. Practice it on your own as well. Set your metronome up at these tempos and practice them on your own. Get the right notes and right rhythms, and then use this video as a review. Until I see you again soon, keep practicing.